apparently it's possible to still get your sword from Uncle, but I haven't actually seen it myself.
Yeah, it is possible. It's much rarer than the rest of the weapons, though.
No confirmation that the seed will be the worst. We can only hope, right?
We can only hope.
I mean, that's usually what Chat hopes for. I don't really care myself if it's considered the worst or super nice, but I know Chat likes watching more randomizers, so I feel like they always bank on the longer seeds.
Yeah, they're very entertaining to watch. They're not as fun to play, but I don't have to worry about that anymore. What do we got today, Uncle?
King of Burna. Alright, so this is going to be super important for them to conserve magic when they get through the, what, 5 or so kills they actually need to do to actually get through the entirety of Escape. There's a couple magic pots here and there. There's 2 here and then 5 once we get into the dark rooms, but until we get all the way to those dark rooms, they're going to have to be really careful with the magic usage. It's not that bad, as long as you don't turn it off early. It's really the startup cost that's the most intense.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, as far as the weapon starts go, I think this probably is the worst, just because it's very tight with your magic use. You don't have the little safety net of knowing that when you get through the front half of Escape, you actually have bombs for that second half that bombs gives you. Just the bad of all possible starts, I think.
I'm fine with it. It's extremely easy to use as long as you know that it always hits the enemy upward. It doesn't like hit them left or right. It's always straight up. Ooh, Zelda taking off the cane a little bit early there, had to reactivate it, so it's gonna be working on a little less magic.
Yeah, and like you said, it's the startup cost. It's like a chainsaw. You gotta rev it first, and that uses up a lot of your magic. The actual sustain cost is still significant, but it's not as high
as, say, the cape or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking of magic usage, this is actually a really difficult weapon to actually farm for bombs with, so we're gonna hope to get a drop. Oh, Couch also deactivating it a little early there. I guess forgetting that the Green Guards will still take 2 hits. The Green Guard's taking 3. So, oh no, he does it again. Oh, that's pretty low, but he is done as long as he can land 2 pots against the Bone Chain Guard.
And I don't imagine he'll have much difficulty with that, but I guess the Green Guard might have something to say about that, depending on how he's feeling today. But yeah, there's really not a lot of opportunities to farm bombs with this. I think the best spot would be the sewer cave with all the rats that tend to group up, because I believe they die in 1 hit from the cane.
Yes,
so.
they do. That would be pretty good. And maybe if you have excess magic, the snake hallway, those do take 2 hits. It's a little odd to have to do it there with this weapon.
Yeah, they do like to group up a lot, though, which helps. And the ceiling in that room where they tend to congregate is pretty low, so you don't have to, like, chase them. But it's rough, man. Might be one of the few seeds I've seen where we actually have to come back for the escape items.
Yeah, this would be a pretty common item to not have enough farming to where you would have to come back.
It's just not a lot you can really do. But we're through the Zelda rescue sequence anyway, so heading straight to the back. No, should be smooth sailing. Really gonna pick up these pots here.
Yeah, in this situation, you gotta do what you can in order to get as many potential bomb drops as you can. We got a fairy. Ooh, there is one for Couch.
Very interesting. You rarely see a scenario where one player gets a bomb drop and the other doesn't, just because they're usually killing the same enemies. And
yeah. I feel if it does happen, it's always in that hallway, because I think the Green Guards and then the short sword Green Guards, the ones that don't chase you, I think they're in separate groups. I'm not actually positive, but I feel like that would be the reason that it occurs in that hallway so often. Zelda showing off his little pot knowledge there, grabbing 2 extra magic pots. We'll need them if he wants to farm for magic.
I'm sure he wants to get at least one bomb drop in there. So this is a good opportunity for it. No luck though.
No bombs and not even a small magic to replenish a little bit. Alright, just this heart piece here. This rat sewer area is gonna be Zelda's last hope. Just in the top right here. There's always a bunch of rat. Oh, gets a little bit more magic, but no bomb.
That's rough.
He's gotta save just a little bit for the key rat he has to kill, and hopefully the other rats will come to him as well, so he can take those out. Oh, nice. All three of them right here. Ah, but nothing.
Man, that's rough. There's nothing you can really do at this point. I think he might have enough magic to turn it on one more time, just for that final chance, but...
Yeah, here it is. Well, got what, 2 or 3 of them there, but still nothing. I totally missed what Couch picked up. I was too busy watching to see the rat drop the bomb. After all that.
We'll figure that out real quick once Couch pauses, if that was anything at all.
There's some money, so they won't have to worry about that. Gonna get a nice free bottle vendor item without too much extra hopping around.
We at least can buy bombs. That's the takeaway here. That's the plus side. You gotta look on the positives.
Yeah, in this situation, I could definitely see Zelda. I could see coming up here as a good idea. I'm gonna be able to get 2 tree pulls and the bush crab before getting to town.
Yeah, this would be the scenario. You see some of these runners that are a little bit less tempted to come check with Lumberjack just to do it anyway, because Escape was just very not generous at all, really. What we got in Lumberjack? We got 20 bucks.
And just the heart from the bush crab. Probably won't be going out of the way for that in any other location. Oh, Couch did get a full heart, I see, from the cave.
Well, Zelda will be more stressed about that than they should be, because it's really not worth worrying about. But he can't know that.
Couch remembering to kill one enemy to activate the tree pull. Oh, there's some nice bombs. Just enough. We'll be able to use all 3 of those before needing to buy more, so there won't be any wasted. Unless unless one of the items ended up being like a bomb upgrade, I guess. Yo, nice 20 rupees from the Tier 1 tree pull.
Those are always nice to see. You need money for quite a lot of things in this game, to a point.
Yeah, for sure. We're about to spend 100 just coming up here to town, and then I guess 50 more to buy bombs.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't find any other weapons in Kakariko, bombs are the only way we're going to clear Mini Moldarm Cave, so very necessary.
We're not too high on magic right now, so we would have to use bombs.
I mean, you could go farm the mini pots and the escape with the uncle. If you want to do that, I really recommend it, but
I think it's a little bit out of the way.
It takes a while.
Well, that'll work.
That'll cut some stuff.
That'll work even better.
Yeah. Ironically, the sword's not the best weapon to kill many Moldarms in that room.
Alright, so the fighter sword, hookshot, and moonprill, and I guess a bonus heart from the blind hut here. Not too shabby. Definitely could be worse.
Yeah, I always get a little worried when I see swords this early, especially if it comes with like the hookshot and the moonprill.
I saw a quick map check there. I think there were crystals at Desert and Hera, and then a pendant at Eastern. Yep. Oh gosh!
Oh no!
Oh, that's not good. You can't waste bombs right now.
Well, I guess if you find 300 bucks in the well, you can. Yeah, green pendant at Eastern Palace. Got some good old vanilla action there.
Oh, it was green?
It was green.
I see. Well, now Zelga's gonna have to go buy a bomb and then walk a little bit back up to the chicken house, unfortunately.
Let's Bomb vendor, no. Not
The bomb vendor.
Not today.
Bottled bombs.
Maybe there's some bombs in the tavern. Oh, we're not even gonna check that.
Yeah, you're gonna buy bombs anyway, I think, in this situation.
But what
So
if
may as
there's
well
a
just
tin
go now.
bomb?
Oh, whoa, you're good point. What if it is the tin bomb?
Next level. Next level money saver in Zelda.
Poor chicken, dude. Nope, sorry, it was just the hammer.
Just the hammer. Alright, well, if we find a glove, I guess we go to Death Mountain. Not logically, of course, because we need the lamp or the flute for that, but we could do it.
Yeah, we could get all the way up the hair even. There's the flippers.
I hate seeing the combination of sword, flippers, and hookshot early. I just hate it.
Oh, because you're thinking post-Aghanim one?
Yeah, it seems like that's just the combo right there.
Sure.
Now, granted, you can get those a lot early and not actually have to do Aga, but it always worries me.
Yeah, the hammer would have been a substitute for the flippers in that situation as well.
Yeah. It's the big
Alright.
20.
Time for South Shore with those flippers in hand here. We're gonna get a pretty hefty check down here. Potentially heading all the way up to Zora to spend all this cash we got. As long as we can find a couple more, and I think it's pretty common that you'll find extra money
Yeah.
with all these, like, what, 7, 8 chests down here before actually getting into the swim stuff.
And there's plenty of big 20s in the drop pool. We've seen quite a few of them so far, but there's always more. When you think you got them all, no. There's more. It's like 20 more.
Right.
Like cockroaches. Just a shield. And our first chest in the dam.
Couch taking the gamble that there's something necessary here on the race game, but it is just a 20, which I guess is good enough when you're banking on being able to go buy Zora's item pretty soon.
Oh my god, why? Stop.
We will need to check. I think the stun prize would be pretty good to check right now, because you're closing in on Zora. You don't know if you're going to get all the money you need in order to actually buy the item. So, seeing like a... Ooh, well, there was a 20 right there. Probably wish you would have gotten. So, seeing a guaranteed 20 or even 5 drop, I think, in this situation would be pretty good. Though, of course, the chances you're going to get just a 20 from the chest here is pretty high. Zelda taking a hit into the pit. Down only 1 heart.
And Zelda did, as you suggested, check the stun prize. It was just arrows, though. There's our money.
Yeah, I got 100 rupees there. 2 of the 50 drops. So, no worry about that.
Well, there's plenty to worry about with 1 heart on this South Shore. Ooh hoo hoo. Talk about timely. Zelda has a guardian angel.
Absolutely calculated. He was counting the monster drops. Oh, same thing happened to the couch. Gets knocked into the pit, but the couch has a little bit more health.
That's one thing about Mini Moldorm Cave. It can be quite deadly if you're a little careless. Because 1 touch in the pit will do 2 hearts damage. And you don't usually have a lot at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's even worse if, like, the hammer is your only weapon. That thing will never hit those, especially because you're coming from the bottom.
Yeah, that's just the worst. You really want a weapon that, at the very least, like has a good vertical attack, like the bow, the fire rod. The hookshot is the best, of course, because it's infinite.
Mm-hmm. And then you end up missing with the hookshot, and it goes all the way up, and then the Moldorm comes down and hits you anyway.
Well, I think at that point you just gotta say, well, I got outplayed there.
Zelda not interested in checking out the island or the hobo quite yet. We're just going to go straight to Zora. That's understandable. It takes a long time to go check both of those and then swim all the way back down. Unless you have, like, the flute to fly back down. But we do not. There's a bee.
Maybe. Yeah, and I guess you can always loop in the lake check with the hobo just by starting at Link's house and running over there and dropping down.
Yeah, it's not too far from there. And in a rare situation, that'll actually give you a chance to buy bombs as well, because the shop there right next to the lake has bombs in it. And there is the lamp. If we want to go for it, that'll let us get into the majority of the Dark World. The vast majority, honestly.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. We certainly could do that.
I mean, we're just a glove away from Dark World access and being able to skip Aghanim. Or, right now, we can go do them.
If this is not Aga required, this is like the meanest early game I've ever seen. You have everything telling you, hey, maybe you should go do that Aga guy. So if Glove's like an old man in the desert, I don't know.
Right? That would probably be the worst spot, I think, for him.
At that point, I just gotta accept that this version of the randomizer is sentient and it's just trying to upset people.
You know, I don't think I've had Aghanim 1 required seed in a long time. I think I'm pretty overdue. It's been quite a while. Zelda's not going to take the bait. He's going to go check out the stuff he missed here.
Yeah, this makes sense. Even going to Eastern makes a lot of sense because the lamp does unlock one chest location in Eastern, logically, and it's also a pendant, so there's not this real huge risk of us having to come back there and double dip it. Like, there's a chance, but it's much lower.
Yeah, it'll be at least guaranteed 5 items over in that area, so it's definitely worth checking out, I think, before committing to Aghanim. Especially with the pendant, as we talked about.
It's the last of his money. Generous hobo. Yep.
Well, at least we'll be able to see some fancy hookshot movement here. I actually really like doing this. We just got the hookshot, hook off every tree and bush you can think of, just to get a little bit more speed. I do like how Couch remembered that one bush there you can't hook up in Zora's domain, so he just kind of walked up and slashed it.
That's such a weird bush. I don't understand why it's like that.
It really is.
Alright, old man, what you got today?
Well, not bailed out yet. We're not going to Eastern, though, it looks like.
Huh. Are we just gonna commit to Aga now?
Looks like it.
Wow. It's... I mean, the game is basically telling you at this point, Aga is gonna be required. But at the same time, what if it's not?
You know, I think the worst thing would be is if... Oh, he's going to back escape, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
It's just back here. I think the worst thing would be is if, like, the... I don't know, the mirror or something is in Eastern Palace or something, if it's not the glove. Because when you go to the Dark World and find the glove, you're like, oh, alright, well, I didn't need to go into Eastern Palace or Aghanis Cave or whatever. I didn't need to go do that. I just wanted to do Aghanim. But they still end up having to do it anyway.
Yeah, I understand that. And that also can hurt your routing in early Dark World as well.
Oh yeah, like having something like the mirror would give you a lot of extra checks that are going to end up being on the way. Speaking of getting bullied by stuff, Zelda didn't have a good time in that snake hallway. I saw a little... He got hit pretty hard there, and I saw a little rage spin from him, because he's getting...
I wonder if that was intentional. Like, they're gonna death warp if there's nothing here.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, ignore me. Yeah, because they're gonna do Aghanim right after this. Hope this wasn't Sankheart.
Nope. But Couch is going to Eastern. Couch really does not want to do Aga. Hard to blame him.
Well, there's one item. Gonna be able to get at least one more. Zelda is taking. Oh no, never mind.
Well, then where are you going?
If you're walking out of here, I don't know what you're doing. Is he going back to Eastern? He's tree pulling. No, he's not. He's getting magic.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't have enough magic to activate the cave. That makes perfect sense. I would have walked up to that gate and tried to activate the cave and looked like a total doofus.
I probably would have done the same. And we found the blue boomerang as the second item in Eastern Palace.
Ooh. Well, there is still one more item here, and if it's the item we need, that's all that matters. I think the worst thing about this Aga setup here with the items is that it doesn't give you any options to sequence break. You find the flippers. Everything with the flippers is in logic now, so you can't even cheat out of it that way.
Yeah, and we didn't like find the gloves before the lamp or anything, so we couldn't have gone up to Death Mountain to try to sequence break that.
At least we got a hammer for this. This would be a lot more tedious without this wonderful weapon.
That is true. Though with green mail and only having 3.5 hearts right now, it may get a little hairy here later on. We'll see. There are a good number of, I think, guaranteed heart pots. I say a good number, but I can only think of like 2 off the top of my head.
We do have the bee too. Don't forget that. That can actually come in very much in handy.
We do have the bee. You can't sleep on the bee. It's pretty good. And not much magic to use the cape either.
Yeah, and stun prize is arrows, so that's no help right now.
Alright,
Oh,
couch. Well, hold on. I guess that had to be the big key, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if he uses the tactic of hookshotting the tile up here.
Ooh.
No, he does. You can hookshot that telepathy tile or whatever you call it.
Mm.
It's kind of weird. Just green potion.
Not really worth the dip, but I mean, as far as consolation prizes go, I guess a potion's okay.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna go to the sick kid right now because it probably jogged his memory, or he hasn't had a chance to get back here quite yet. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, well at least that was all 3 items in Eastern Palace, so he won't have to come back here unless like the green pennant is a very last resort.
Yeah, that's always nice when Armos is not holding something. Alright, so Zelda.
Okay, this room right here does have 2 hearts in it, so if Zelda knows about them, he can potentially get like 4. Oh gosh, the bat. Okay, super good thing to know in this situation. If you hookshot hearts, you have a chance of getting 2 hearts back instead of just 1.
Mm-hmm.
Not commonly needed, but in this situation, I think it would have been a pretty good thing to know. I totally missed what Couch got. Oh, we got the shovel!
We got the shovel. Fetch quests beget fetch quests. Now, even if Agar is required, if Couch finds something in one of these locations Zelda didn't check that will improve his Dark World routing, it can be huge. That's not huge.
That's not too big at all, actually.
We call it big.
Yeah, same.
Than mine.
I know we call it a big 20, but it ain't the biggest right now. Like, more like the biggest disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, we call it that to make it feel better, really. Couch is not going to the old man in the desert, just going.
Yeah, there may very well not be any extra goodies to find before this, but I think that would be the last one to go to.
I believe you're correct, yes. I mean, in that situation, usually, I'll just go for broke. Like, I already put off Aga forever. Might as well see. But Couch is just, probably feeling a bit behind at this point, just because they check so much.
It's such a long walk to go down to Agina's cave to see what his item is. If you don't have the boots or the flute to get down there fairly quickly. Now you can use the hookshot on these guys, but I don't think they stun for very long, so I don't know if it's like worth it at all to do. Using the hookshot here, maybe not be comfortable with hammer strats.
Yeah, it can be a bit difficult.
He's getting tired of it. Alright, into the Dark World we go. We have everything we need to check almost everything on the overworld here in the Dark World. Here's our map check. We see pendants at Pod and Misery Mire, and crystals 5 and 6 at Turtle Rock and Thieves Town. So that flute may be optional. We might not find that for a while.
Did Zelda not check the pyramid?
He did. It was just a heart piece, I think. It wasn't important.
Oh, okay.
I immediately forget if it isn't important.
Yeah, so we're soon right out here and do probably go through these hammer pegs, I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah, we go. Oh god, watch out! The Hinox get really fast.
They're called Hinox.
Yeah, the Hinox.
Hinox. Hinox just walk around all day and throw bombs at people.
Yeah,
They're very rude. Maybe that's actually like really polite in Dark World, and we're just too out of our element to know.
To throw bombs as a greeting.
Yeah.
Is that why people always drop bombs on the on NPCs and stuff when they find a good item from them after 2 hours of searching?
Exactly. I'm sure that's the reason. So Hype Cave, not super hype. We got a Master Sword. For as hype as that is, I guess.
Oh, Couch having a little trouble in the same room here. Hammering these guards is actually really difficult. It's really easy to clink off their spears and stuff. This is why I regard Hammer Start, like the hammer from Uncle, as actually a little bit difficult because it's really easy to clink off these guys. I think it's a lot harder than like the Cane of Burner that they did have.
Yeah, I would definitely say Hammer seems like it would be the easiest start, and it probably would be, if not for the fact that these guards are like Dark Souls pros and they'll parry you all day. There's our glove.
Here's our first glove from Stumpy. Couch is looking for that other heart. There it is. He knew there were 2 in that room. But 1 glove alone will not let Zelda continue in this direction. We're going to have to get a save and quit here after the digging game, and might just go up to Death Mountain right now. Or maybe you can try to put it off as long as you can to have mitts before going up there as well.
Well, I mean, getting it out of the way right now probably isn't a terrible idea. Thieves Town's also a little tempting, but like, let's say we find the Fire Rod up there, we could potentially knock out Skull Woods as well. Save ourselves the double dip.
Sure. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't think there's like a 100% right answer there, but we're going up Death Mountain.
I don't know. This is where you'd save and quit to go to Thieves Town as well. So it's a little more.
We're going up Death Mountain.
I
already know. I can feel it.
I mean, it does seem to be the higher density, less dangerous way to go. And I guess if we're coming back here with the myths, we'll at least have the save and quit point, though I don't think that should be a reason to come up here, but I guess it is just nice to have. I mean, if you're going to have to come up here anyway this way, then it really doesn't matter if you have the save and quit point now or later.
Yeah, and there's the potential we'd have to come back up here anyway if there's like something on Floating Island. We have to come back here for the mirror, so...
Yeah, that's true. That'll be nice to know.
Book. Hi, Bombos.
It's Bombos, yeah. It's not quite the Fire Rod, but it works in similar ways.
Similar ways. Whereas the Fire Rod's just
less good ways.
Yeah, the Fire Rod's just this nice fireball, and Bombos just this indiscriminate destruction to everyone and everything in like a 50-foot radius.
It sure is. That doesn't end up lighting fire somehow. Having Agadan defeated, these stupid Tektites are here on the mountain. I hate that.
Oh gosh.
And that's some of the more tame enemy changes in the light world after Aghanim's defeated. It's pretty ridiculous, especially like the Eastern Palace area is just crawling with guards. It's crazy. There's some in the race game even. It's so weird, some of the locations that they throw guards in after Aghanim's defeated.
We're not gonna give him this heart piece. Guard it with your lives. Also, you get in this bush. Wait here. I don't care how long it takes.
Yeah. What the heck is up with the bush guards?
Never see it coming.
Couch is heading into pod. Does have that green potion, so we'll be able to fully clear this place except the boss if he chooses to do the glitch in order to get to the bowlock part. And there's the mirror from the lower half of the Paradox Cave.
Oh my gosh, we already have... We can complete Swamp Palace now. Already.
Oh wow, we sure can.
So pod's an interesting gamble, I guess. If there is something here, there's a high chance that Couch won't get it for quite some time. So there's really nothing to draw him over here. He wasn't interested in the Eastern play before Aga. I can't imagine he would be coming over here, you know, for quite some time.
I think it being a pendant is more leaning Couch towards coming here right now. I think. I could definitely see him waiting if it was a crystal, just to see if you can do all of it in one go. But having the chance of not coming back here is pretty nice, honestly. Funny enough, our both bow required dungeons, being Pod and Eastern, are pendants, so we could potentially have that bow up in Ganon's tower.
Oh boy. Can't imagine getting that good old dead rock. Don't you just love dead rocks?
Oh no! Round 2.
I love dead rocks, dude. Every time I just play this game, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I get to see my favorite enemy.
I usually just don't hit them. I just let them be. They can run into me all they want, but I ain't gonna hit them. I'm not gonna give him the satisfaction of blocking me.
Oh, the pass pit strats, yeah. Sometimes they'll block you, even if you're like, oh my god! Wow,
of all places for the bow to be.
That's huge, dude! Unless the mitts are here. Like, that's huge!
Oh gosh. If there's nothing else here,
there's no way.
If there's nothing else here, that puts Couch at a huge advantage, I think. Yeah, because this is not somewhere you're gonna come looking for the bow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it would. I guess it would be later on. But,
yeah, but you have to consider, like, both of the pen dungeons that the bow, like, the bow is locked by pen dungeons, right? So the bow could be in GT. I think at that point you just go to GT and say, yeah, the bow's gonna be there.
Yeah, that's why I say if there's nothing else in here or Eastern Palace, if there's no other, well, I guess we've already seen Eastern Palace. There is nothing there. If there's nothing else in Pod, Zelda could potentially get up to Ganon's tower looking for the bow without it.
I am surprised Couch just left Pod with the bow, instead of checking the rest of it.
Yeah, that's a good point. You just got the bow, and it was, I'm pretty sure that was a freestanding item. It was behind a couple locked doors there, but, I mean, you're not going to get blocked out of getting those. Yeah, that is kind of weird. I think I would at least check the bowlock side.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe Couch just feels, I don't know. Like, he did spend a lot of time checking pre-Aga, even though the seed was, at that point, reasonably Aga. Maybe thinks his opponent would have gone there sooner, and just taking his chance to try and make some time instead of checking stuff that might have something. I don't know. I have no idea.
Woolworm did have an item, but I did not see if that was the first or second item that was found. They do have a small key, so potentially something could be in the basement. I'm sure someone in chat was paying more attention than I was. Just more speculating about the bow right there. Oh, he's going back in, so there must still be an item downstairs.
I would hope so.
He's not just doing it for fun.
Yeah, that would be a little concerning.
What a great spot for the bow, with both those them just being pendants. I love it.
What a great spot, yeah. If Zelda doesn't go there for quite some time, I'm sure they're going to be thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. If there's nothing else there, there's no reason to go there, because you're going to be finding all the required stuff other places. That's great. Alright, Couch does get the Power Gloves here. We'll see if he decides to head up to Death Mountain and Tower of Terror as well. Or just head over to Thieves Town. Bow is required always because the upstairs of Ganon's Tower has 2 rooms with red mimics, and the red mimics are only defeated by the bow. So even though Eastern Palace and Todd do need the bow, and they are pendants, you would still always need the bow to finish Ganon's Tower. So
Yeah.
it's one of the few items that can be in Ganon's Tower and still be required to finish the game. So in this situation, it definitely could have been, but we see what happened there.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few I think that can be GT that are required. I think Fire Rod can be there. I believe Fire Rod's required logically to get to the right side chests.
Yeah, it's Samaria as well.
Samaria. Boots, I guess, could be there.
Yeah, and then the hook shot for the left side.
Oh boy. Fun times.
Alright, Couch is heading up to Death Mountain here. They're not going to be finding anything new for us, but we'll get... What? We haven't found anything up here yet, actually, have we?
Well, we found the mirror, I guess.
Oh yeah, the mirror's pretty good. Never mind. So that'll make their decision to head over towards the Thieves Town area a lot better. Be able to check out either the Grove Ledge up top, which they may go check actually if they're gonna go check Bumper, which I would with the cape. And then if they decide to go south, which I don't know why they would, because they've already checked the items down there. It'll let them check the Grove Ledge as well. If we end up finding myths, I think we'll check the Grove Ledge by just walking the purple chest down there. Oh yeah, Bombos was here.
Oh yeah, Bombos. The questionable child of the Medallion family. Is it good, is it bad? We don't know. Depends on where the required medallions end up being, and if Fire Rod is required to get nice pills. I could see Couch heading down, or Zaga.
Sorry, Couch was getting like flattened there by cabbage boulders. Only has 1 heart left to deal with these stupid blue Tektites. Get out of here.
At least they dodged the sword. But yeah, I was thinking that Zelda could check that ledge if they're heading down to do Swamp Palace.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they could go just clear all swamp, couldn't they? That is a crystal dungeon. We will have to do that.
It's got quite a lot of items in it too.
Yeah, it's the blue side. The left side may be a little. I don't know why I said that. I just saw something blue. The left side is definitely scary. Like, you don't want to go do it. But I think in this situation, we have so many items left to find, and you have access to Swamp Palace's 6 items. You might as well just go do all of it.
I would agree with that. They call it the blue side because when you have to go do that, you're blue. Like, you're sad. Nobody likes doing it.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Alright, Zelda not heading into Skullwoods quite yet. Skullwoods, I like to call it basically Overworld, the item spots that are just north of the portal there. But, let's see if we can wait until the Fire Rod to get in there, I guess.
Yeah, it's a tiny little bit of a walk back, but if you're gonna check Bumper Cave after this anyway, like, you're kind of in the area, so it works out.
Yeah, you've got all of Thieves Town you can do, so you might as well check those 4 fairly quick items in comparison, and then maybe head up towards the Graveyard Ledge, and then yeah, left the Bumper and then to Skullwoods, considering we've already done the whole south section of Dark World already.
Except that Grove Cave.
Yeah, there's that one outstanding spot down there.
Place that randomly has a landmine for some reason. Who are you trying to get with that? I don't understand.
The Chosen One, who actually has the mirror.
Just one day you mirror in on them, and there's the landmine right underneath your feet. You die. I'm like, well, I'm not checking that. I'm gonna go just do some other stuff.
Surely there's deadlier traps you can lay than a single landmine on top of a mountain. I mean, I guess it's possible not to be able to see it coming. You can mirror right on top of it, but I guess you have iframes, don't you? So you wouldn't get hit by it anyway.
I have a perfectly reasonable question. Why not just put it in the doorway? Guaranteed step on it.
Right. That is perfectly reasonable, but of course, video game bad guy logic.
They're pretty bad at their job sometimes.
Yeah, why not just lock the GT big key in the big chest? I've defeated the hero.
Well, that's cheating. That's a different story entirely. Yeah, we talk a lot about the dead rocks and the giant cabbages, but I don't think we give enough credit to the red tektites on that mountain. They are some scary dudes.
I don't like those guys. The one on the bottom right is really annoying when you're trying to go the backdoor way into Paradox Cave, you know? You're trying to mirror glitch through that single block. That red guy there is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
I honestly just hold my sword out and hope he bounces himself away.
Ooh, in my way. Gross spider, ew.
Man, it's really scary if you don't have a sword. I think you can like barely squeeze by him because of hitboxes. But it's kind of weird. Also, the hellway here is not the funnest thing without the boots, but it gets through without too much trouble.
There's not a whole lot you can really do in that room, even with the boots. Like, I know there's like a magic pixel you can get on and dash through the whole room. I've never gotten it, but boots certainly helps.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's always a great feeling to get that magic pixel there.
Uh, 10 arrows.
Yeah, nothing so far. Couch decided to hook shot to the big chest and then had to fall back down. Opted not to do the bomb jump.
Yeah, that bomb jump is one of the riskier ones, for sure, just because if you fail it, you're going down 2 floors, and it takes a while to climb back up.
Yeah, it sure does.
So a lot of times you'll see runners who I'm sure could get it most of the time, just don't do it because they don't want to fall. Just understand.
Yeah, there's a couple easy setups from what I understand. One of them, if you've got the boots, makes it a lot more safe. Oh, geez, that was kind of close there.
Don't fall in that hole in the middle.
Yeah,
That's a bad hole.
that's also 2 floors down. You don't want to do that. Often use spins here instead of hammering the tail. I guess it's... I don't know. I don't know which one I feel is better. I like hammer better because you have the extra mobility of not having your sword out, but the sword is safer in the sense that it's really difficult to get knocked off the edge if you're holding your sword out.
Yeah, I think the sword also gives you more time to like react. Like if you see Moldrum turn right in front of you, it can be hard to get into the sprite stop the hammer, but with the sword, like just really spin, and spin has a huge hitbox. But Zelda going on blind now. Rain phase 3.
We'll see if Couch heads back into Hera. Yeah, it sure is. Not too bad a blind fight. And we got nothing. There was nothing here.
Yeah, that's rough. It's gonna be really awkward if mitts are actually in pod in the bow-locked area.
That will be not so hot for Couch, I think.
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario is if mitts are also in pod. Because then Zelda's gonna go there way sooner than they would otherwise.
And Couch, having already been to pod, is probably pretty low on his list of things to go back to.
Yeah. Alright, Zelda's come down here to this little ledge here. It's poorly tended garden ledge.
Oh yeah, it did end up coming down here, huh? Instead of
Look at that! Look at that! What's that gonna do?
Subtle mind.
Oh.
Well, I would have been wrong. I would not have come down here. I probably would have checked the north half of Dark World first before coming down here.
Alrighty, wow. That's good, that's required, but that's also bad.
Zelda, you checked this. This wasn't the other glove. Oh, right, he's doing the dig. He hadn't used the shovel yet.
They were like right next to each other, that's crazy. You see Couch stepped on a landmine. It was right in the bush, right in the waiting. That's how you do it. Alright?
Couch is going to Swamp Palace. Can't decide what item he wants there. There we go.
Am I gonna mirror these pegs? Am I gonna burn them down? Oh, I guess I gotta hammer them.
Zelda's heading back up to presumably do the blacksmith section, which is actually pretty convenient.
Yeah. I mean, even if you turn on the purple chest, you're right there next to Swamp anyway. So it doesn't really waste a whole lot of time.
Yeah, if that is your next goal. Of course, we also have up Dark Death Mountain. We can do a bunch of stuff. We can go finish Ice Palace.
We could, I guess. I'm a little more supportive of Ice Palace in this scenario after Swamp, probably. Just because we do know where the hookshot is, so... Sure, you can complete, like, Ice Palace without the hookshot, even with, you know, logically requiring it, but I like to have that before I go in there. But
well, yeah, we've had the hookshot for a long time.
So Cat's going into Swamp right away.
It's another nice fairy drop right there at the start. It was a little low on health, but not so much anymore.
So just knowing that Mitts... Ooh.
Hey.
Silversmiths. The Vampire Slayer brothers. Just knowing that Mitts aren't in pod makes Kosh's position seem so much better.
Now, I've played Dwarf Fortress before, and I can tell you that vampires are a very big problem. So that doesn't surprise me at all to see that them have the silver arrows.
Yeah. You gotta be prepared for anything, really.
I guess silver arrows weren't really a vampire thing, though, were they? They were more like werewolves?
I mean, I guess they're good against vampires, too. You can just stake a vampire. I think silver works just as well as wood.
It's probably just, you know... it's an all-around weapon, because it's good for both of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
They're basically flying stakes. And oh, there's the Canis Mario!
Oh, man.
I would want to go to Turtle Rock right now. Then again, I don't have either cane and I'm a dummy, so... Or either Fire Rod or Ice Rod.
Once Fire Rod comes into play, I think Turtle Rock looks a lot more appealing, but... Zelda just getting more and more stuff to do. It's... Man. He's gonna complete this game and go to GT before he goes to Pod. Unless Pod is like Fire Rod or Ice Rod, he has to go there to complete Turtle Rock.
Yeah, we will still need that Fire and Ice Rod. May very well still need the boots as well. And maybe the book, because the flute can, you know... We need some way to get into Desert Palace.
Yeah, we do. Need a book or the flute. Okay, well.
Nothing in Aghanor's cave, so that would have been a huge disappointment to come down here before Aghanom.
At least we know now. It was the right decision.
And Zelda is heading into Swamp Palace, I can only imagine. It's Swamp Palace instead of... No, he's going into the portal here to buy potions? The map and compass were both in that room.
Well, I mean, I guess if you don't see him at that point, going to the back half isn't terrible.
Maybe Zelda really wants to go do Ice Palace and fulfill lots of the potions before then. And I wouldn't blame the situation. You still have green mail and 12 hearts, which with green mail isn't really that many to go up against bosses. Not half magic at all. Master's Sword, so that'll make the boss kind of scary with just the Master Sword.
I wonder if they were planning to go to Swamp, but then they found the cane, and that pushed them into ice.
Oh, perhaps, yeah, because the cane can totally be required to finish Ice Palace. Alright, Couch did go straight north in Swamp Palace. We didn't go left side, though we know there will be at least 2 items over there because we found both the map and compass already.
At least 2.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna... I don't think we found anything else here.
No. I mean, I guess this is fine, really, if, like, Vargas has the big key. Because then you're coming back in anyway. This really doesn't really matter as much.
Oh no, Couch, if only you had the silver arrows.
If only. Or even the ice rod, or... Well...
I love using the ice rod on this idiot. Yeah.
This joik.
Yeah, it actually gives the ice rod a purpose. If you don't have fire rod, I guess.
Yeah. Ice rod also does fire rod damage on
You see that bomb grab there? The bombs got pulled slightly toward the Moogle as the Moogle was being launched towards the bombs. Like, kind of met in the middle there.
It's like a scene out of a romantic comedy. Coming here to the Ice Palace Airport.
Yeah, a Moogle and his bomb.
3 of well, how many was it? It was like 8, something like that.
4 dropped, yeah.
This is a really weird movie, but it's good.
Yeah, it was probably ice physics. That wouldn't surprise me. The ice physics in this game are like the most accurate ice physics I've ever seen in a video game. Because you can't control it for anything. I guess, unless you have the boots, which make it really easy, which you'd think it wouldn't. Well, whatever.
They're just, they got really good traction.
Yeah, they must. They're probably spiked. They must be.
Must be. How does the hammer work, though? I don't understand that one.
The hammer? The hammer doesn't completely stop you, does it?
No, but it does, like, really mess with your trajectory if you, like, slam it down. Maybe that's accurate, too. I haven't really tried to get on ice and go crazy with the hammer, but...
You're swinging a big blunt object around like that, I kind of expect it to send you around a weird way.
Alright, no small key for the easy right side check. I guess
Next time you're here in Ice Palace, make sure you read that telepathy tile up there.
Make sure I read it.
Yeah.
I'll try and remember. I probably won't, but I'll try and remember.
You'll remember as soon as you see it.
As soon as I see it.
Alright, all the way to the left side of Swamp Palace.
Yeah, left side Swamp Palace, right side of Ice Palace. It's kind of weird because the left side of Swamp's where you want to avoid, and the right side of Ice Palace is where you want to get to.
Oh, the worst situation. Oh,
Hi.
that sword, pretty nice. The worst situation of finishing the dungeon, going back, and then finding the big key on the left side, so you gotta walk all the way back again. What was that chest? I just missed it.
I think it's compass.
Well, that's useless.
It's pretty useless.
And we're still missing so many items, I don't think I could stand skipping the left side at this point. Ooh, there's a fairy in a bottle, too. So all those safeties that Zelda went out of his way to get, like the bottle, I think all of that was just kind of a lead right there. It's the whatever the rod without was. Is it the ice rod?
I think that was the fire rod.
It was a rod.
A rod. The red rod.
The image blurred for just a moment, so I was not able to tell what that was.
It's hard to tell on the restream, yeah.
Okay, chat saying it's the fire rod. Thank you.
Man.
Well, this is great for Couch. Now he can knock out Skull Woods, Thieves Town, then walk down and grab his mitts.
Yeah, assuming that's the way they go, I guess. I mean, the mitts can't avoid you forever. It's just one of those items that locks out a lot of locations, so at some point you're going to find that, one way or the other.
Wow, that's great. I wonder if he's gonna do all that, or maybe after Thieves Town, not bother going down. Might be a little sketchy on doing that.
Well, we got a ferry, so...
Oh, right, Cold Stare is a little scary right now, but he's dead. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think that's exactly why Zelda's playing all gung ho there. It's just because they found a ferry. Be surprised things you've seen them do when they have a fairy in the bottle. I guess Zelda goes to Swamp now.
Yeah, I guess so. Every item we find not in pod makes it look a little bit more scary for Zelda, honestly. Oh, we're going to Dark Death Mountain.
I see. Yeah, this makes sense. I guess you get some information to Rock Knight. Once I saw the mitts weren't in pod.
Yeah, that's the big one, I think. That's going to unlock the most spots.
Yeah. Like, it's not impossible as Zelda gets fished in there at some point, just looking for, like, his Desert Palace access. That's perfectly reasonable to happen, but we won't know for a while because Couch opted to skip everything after the bow.
I think if we end up not finding the flute, I think finding the book before the boots would be a little scary, because that's a long walk down there just to see if the dungeon's bootlocked or not.
Yeah, it is a bit of a walk, but... I mean, you don't want to be looking for the boots if you don't need them, right?
Oh no, you're not going to probably go out of your way to do that. Another bee.
And we got plenty of bottles. Turtle Rock
is Quake. We do not have Quake yet. So there's another item we gotta find.
Yeah, if that's in pod, that's another thing.
That's true. It's usually just here in Hookshot Cave, though, right?
Usually, yeah. Somewhere close. Keys in the mat, okay.
Mushroom. Oh, and the tin bomb. Probably wish he had that mushroom before he went and bought potions. Because that's going to be a long way back. We're going to go all the way around Spain.
I wonder if Zelda will do fake powder. It seems unlikely since they've already done blacksmith chain, but maybe.
Yeah, I suppose it could be the fake powder glitch now, but I don't think he has much reason to... Nice double fairy. I don't think he has much reason to go back to the village area right now, other than, like, Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
Sorry, instead of, like, Swamp Palace.
Well, I think they're dropping a big 20. It's our first time in school, that's what I want to say.
I don't know. I feel like Couch took a little bit of a different route. I don't know if he did the front half at all. Like, I think he just middle and back.
That's something I like to do. If I'm coming here to complete Skull Woods, just start from the back. Okay, maybe to check the first chest. So. Let's see. We'll know soon. Yeah, I guess that was both items in the back.
Zelda Sim quitting going here. Not sure where he's headed. Maybe Skull Woods and then the bumper ledge, the graveyard ledge. It's only 4 potential items over here without the fire rod. Instead of going into like Swamp Palace.
All in on fake powder, I'm telling you. I know.
Yeah,
I know how Saga thinks.
That's what he's doing. There's half magic here on the bumper ledge. Yo,
Yes,
we're gonna take the time to get it.
Definitely, it's worth it, I think. I mean, you haven't been to Ice Palace yet.
Yeah, you haven't been to Ice Palace, and you don't know if you're getting the Tempered Sword either, so that could actually be super important for Ganon. Whoa, gosh.
Yeah, and couches and silvers, as you said, so could absolutely come into play. I very much approve. I hate that pit. It happens to me all the time.
You even have the hook shot.
What you got, Bat? Oh.
Never lucky.
Imagine if that was required. So I would look like a god right now. And then we turn the mushroom, it's actually the powder. It's like, oh. Alright, gonna turn this mushroom right away.
Well, he wants it to be progression because there wasn't anything else up there, so I feel like you gotta kind of commit to the decision. But he did give up going into Skull Woods and the Graveyard Ledge and Bumper, so that's... Yeah, that's fine. He's just following the item chain, I guess.
Yeah, and when you get these fetch quest items, it's very tempting to put them off for quite a while. So you can kind of metagame a bit. Hi, book. Hi, $200. Yeah, but you get tempted to put off these fetch quest items for quite a while. So if you, even if it's not your most efficient choice, doing that sometimes can pay off in a big way, just because your opponent will take it a long time to do that themselves, and if it's required, you know, you potentially save yourself some checks that they wouldn't make.
Alright, now we're going down to Swamp Palace. Good.
Okay.
Hopefully commits to the entire dungeon. I think he's still missing enough stuff that a left first play is definitely good, though with the map and compass being not found until after it, I could see them potentially gambling that, oh, maybe both of them are on the left side and I won't have to go there at all, but that's not gonna happen.
I mean, if you're ever going to do that, when you're still a few items from game mode, that would be the scenario you do it in, I think. Because up until that point, the possibility is alive. You don't want to be skipping left side if you find one of those, since in all likelihood you're going to be checking it anyway. But yeah, I don't imagine Zelda's going to be skipping a single thing in here, which is good because Fire Rod's here and we kind of need that.
Couch just clearing out the village of Outcast. Probably gonna be heading to Thieves Town. I don't see why not. It's kind of weird having Thieves Town as like your fourth crystal, right? With Hammer being so early. Usually Thieves Town's one of your very early dungeons.
Yeah, you don't really need anything much special at all to clear it. And Hammer's really the only item of contention, just because of that big chest potentially having an item.
Potentially, you don't even need the hammer to clear it.
Yeah.
But both runners just kind of swapping things, so I don't think we're going to be seeing anything new here. There wasn't anything in Thieves Town at all, right? No items of note?
I don't think there's anything of interest, no. It's just like bombs. I know there's a bomb at Blind. There's a bomb right there. There's arrows. And I want to say a heart.
Great.
Fantastic.
So yeah, this is just gonna be a lull in the race here. Both racers just kind of power on through. I guess we'll see right now if Zelda decides to go full left side first or not. After this short break.
And after these messages from our sponsors.
And we're back. Let's see if Zelda decides to go to the left side here. Nope, gonna be going full back. Yeah, I guess kind of predicted that one way or the other. I mean, I guess you're either right or you're not.
He's gonna do left side or he's not gonna do left side.
Yeah, 50-50 chance. No, it must be because of the map compass, I imagine, having found neither of them.
Yeah, and not finding the big key as well. I think that also plays a part in some of these decisions, just because if the big key is on Argus, you're coming back in anyway, so maybe that's part of it.
Sure, but if it's on the left side, that's even more time loss, I think.
Yeah, it is. It is in that scenario.
No, sorry, Zelda. Here is both your map and compass.
Enjoy.
Now you can find the boss.
No. That's why they call it the gamble. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
50-50.
Gamble. Oh my
Bully
gosh.
wasn't interested in killing that dude. He just wanted to keep eating hits while trying to open that chest.
Those little water skaters. Also some of my favorite enemies in the game. Especially the ones in this room up here, because I don't think you can actually kill them without medallions. If I don't even know if medallions kill them. And this one right here,
Yep.
just getting the hug. Gotta be quick.
Every time.
Well, this is going to be a bit of an easier Argus fight with the Tempered Sword. Only 1 slash compared to 2. And he does have the Silveris. He doesn't have the bow to use them, but he does have the Silveris.
It's fine, better. It's only 2 spins.
Argus is just one of those bosses that's not really threatening. It's more of a question of time and difficulty. Okay, so we are at 4 crystals for Zelda. Wow, that was really loud money noise there. Coming back in as predicted. Which is good, because they kind of need that fire up.
Which will send them further and further away from Pod.
Yep, gonna be going to Skull Woods. Might get that book at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And might go check Bumper Ledge and Desert Palace at the same time. I mean, I don't know if you go do that right away, but I think that will be what happens if we're still looking for stuff at the time.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Catfish either. Could just head from the book over there really easily with the flippers.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Now where is Couch going? Haven't claimed it there at 4th crystal as well. Pulls out the bombs.
Probably.
Oh.
Or not.
Are we going to desert? I guess we are.
Oh wow, yeah.
So that bomb would be for the old man cave, I guess.
Thinking really far in advance there.
Couch is very deterministic. They have a plan, they're going for it. This red guard, of course, spawning after Aga as well. There's like a million birds there too.
If the boots are here and they're required, I think that is a significant advantage for Couch. Because he already has the bow that was kind of deep in Pod.
Yeah, I think Couch just... Unless Zelda goes crazy and goes to Pod Eastern, which I guess isn't too crazy. They haven't been there, there's a lot of items that are there. But, yeah. It's hard to say.
Alright, Zelda. Yep, he's going all the way back. Good.
It's big chest from a different dungeon, but required nonetheless. Oh, I guess Couch hasn't picked up the mitts yet, huh? That's weird.
That's weird. Yeah. But yeah, okay, that is kind of weird, huh? No, I mean not weird in the sense that he hasn't gone there yet. I mean it's unfortunate because they're in such a place now that it's out of the way for him. It would have been more in the way if he had gone there after Thieves Town.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I still think he could have routed in Desert immediately after.
You're absolutely right, yeah. I could have also checked Bombo's tablet while they were at it.
So that's
one bootsuck desert right there.
Well, you don't need to check. You know what's there.
Well, I want to know if it's a big key or the small key.
I don't see why would that matter.
Well, when I come back, I want to know.
What?
I just want to know. I need to know.
I mean, you got to pick it up anyway. There's plenty of time to realize which way you got to go after leaving the room. Couch is heading on the ice, I think. No, he's not. Not without mitts. Who's going to the pod? Oh, wow.
Oh, this is awkward.
Yeah, because that Grove Ledge Cave is now not a good spot at all. Unless he really wants to go check out Bombo's tablet, then it's kind of close to that.
Hmm.
Let's go away.
Maybe he's going to Catfish. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think you'd use the south portal, right?
Yeah, I don't think this would be the portal you'd take to go to Catfish.
And we have Aga too, so we could just save him quitting the Dark World anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that would be a lot faster than coming all the way here.
Wow.
Honestly, I think it might have been faster than coming to the portal. Over the hammer pegs. Might not be right.
Hopefully Couch has not forgotten about that location.
I don't think so. I just think it's a single location for him at the moment, so he's not as interested, because we didn't find much here. I mean, we got some keys to get to the back, and that's it. We got the bone left. So there's still a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah, I just feel like rather than coming back here to double dip, especially when you've already cleared out Eastern besides the Green Pendant, like even if it's a single location, you just wanna get that off the table before you double dip into dungeon. But I don't know. Maybe Quake is here and we'll be rewarded for it anyway. It's hard to say.
In fact, he may very well just go check Eastern Palace after this, huh? I mean, it's just the Green Pendant. We know he's found the other items left. Or, no, there are no more items left. He's found all 3 items. Wow, very quick moth fight. Gets to the bottom corner there and can't really do much.
Temper just, when it actually does damage, it does damage pretty quick. I think it's 4 slashes.
Yep, just 4.
Nice, even number. Alright, the real question is where is Zelda gonna go now? We do have that Fire Rod, they got the mitts. Don't have Quake, so Turtle Rock is not in the equation.
He's headed off to get his maybe half magic and definitely book, because he wouldn't be walking out of here otherwise.
Yep. Can be the case.
Uh-oh, did we go Robo?
Did we go?
Oh no.
Robo?
Is it just me?
It's up on me, it's possible.
Oh, I think
Robo? It's like Detroit Become Human. It's a real topical reference there.
There you go, you were back. Alright, Zelda thinks about the half magic for a second, but decides just to hop off.
Surprised. Well, I guess they have done Ice Palace. They have Tempered Sword, they got a blue potion, they don't really need it. They got silver, so they're good. Yeah, I understand.
That's true. He's got all all the firepower really needs. Okay, there was item 3 in pod. I don't know if we got any more than the bow our first trip here. Here's number 4.
Mm.
And that's it. That's all that's in pod. So we are out of here.
We're gonna get the green pendant while we're here? Yes, we are. Or maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. Yeah, it is. It's definitely beneficial to go to the light world if you're going to be saving quitting, because, you know, with the Aghanim defeated in the mirror, the save and quit would put him on the pyramid, so mirroring right where they are is still a little suspect.
It's very easy to forget that. Probably less common now just because Aga has gone up and the required percentage. So you're dealing with a lot more, but yeah, just one of those things, very easy to forget.
Alright, so we'll be seeing Bombos here pretty soon, and then Zelda will also be jumping into Desert Palace and realizing that, crap, I need the boots too.
Yeah, and the real question is, what if depends on what's on Mambos, but if there's something here, where does it go? Is it just pod at that point in Catfish?
I feel like at this point, pod would be a pretty good idea for him. Even though it seems like the bow hasn't really unlocked anything. I got excited. It was just either.
What's the wrong with that entirely? I mean, I could see him going to Catfish. He's got a very convenient portal to it with Aga. It's one I'm location, but when you go into a pendant dungeon, you feel compelled to dedicate all the time you need to clearing that out, unless like you're one-eyed Grimwood, I think. So I could see him going Catfish first, but we'll see.
Ooh, Couch still doesn't have that silver arrows from the blacksmiths.
Yeah, they don't have the mitts, unfortunately, so that frog cannot walk over skulls. It's impossible. Most secure object known to man.
Well, Zelda finds the map and is out. Oh, we had a pedestal check. No, we haven't had a pedestal check. I don't think there's really any point to checking the pedestal until they find the flute.
Maybe.
Because you can't even get it. I mean, until you have the flute to finish up Misery Mire.
Yeah.
And maybe potentially Quake for that as well. So I don't think these runners are thinking about pedestal at all right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could have. Okay, well, this race could even up really quickly.
Yeah, Couch needs to go find those mitts.
Yeah.
He's gonna be walking to the pyramid and Catfish. I think we're gonna check the pyramid, but it's gonna be Catfish, I think.
Gonna turn the screen pendant first, though. But yeah, definitely going to Catfish after that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think that Couch should have checked the pedestal before coming over here. Because if pedestal is required, you're in the area with 2 pendant dungeons anyway, and you can just get that out of the way instead of having to walk back here. But I mean, I guess it's a really low percentage. Like, what could it really be? It could be Quake, or Ice Rod, or Boots,
or Flute. No, not Flute. I'm a dummy. That's right, Mire's the pendant. But yeah, okay. I see your point there. It's very rare that I would go check the pedestal before coming to just randomly do pendant dungeons, and when I can't complete all of them. But I think in this situation, it actually might have been pretty okay.
Okay, so Catfish is guaranteed to have something. It's going to be Quake, I want to say. I guess it could be the Boots. I mean, we haven't seen anything out of Desert Palace, so...
I haven't seen the Ether Tablet yet either, actually.
Oh no. Oh no. We sure haven't. Well, when we consider that Bombos was Ether, it only makes sense that Ether is going to be Quake.
Yeah.
Writings there on the walls. Or I guess tablets in this case. As long as you got the book, you know how to read it. Catfish. What you got? This is gonna be Vanilla Quake. That'd be A+ by me.
Ho ho ho! That doesn't unlock anything.
So both right. So I guess we're
think
gonna.
both right. I think Ether Tablet is the answer.
I think Ether Tablet's actually gonna be Quake.
Unless we didn't get all the items in Ice Palace.
No, we did. I'm sure we did. I'm sure. So what was it? It was Tempered Sword, Bomb.
Oh, just going there. No way. Okay, he's hammer pegging. He's going to Spike Cave. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think you check Ether Tablet while you're here.
And then hop down to Spike Cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense, I think.
I don't know. I think Couch forgot about K45. I swear.
Wait, forgot about it. No
There's.
way.
Would you really come up here though? This takes so
With
long.
2 items, maybe.
But he hasn't checked Bomba's chat either, so.
No. Go check the tablet. No. Oh, hey, I think it's really funny that Zelda is doing the thing here to skip the bow thing, and then the bow's actually here.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it saves him a little time. He doesn't have to come back here looking for keys and such, but just funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was 1 key over here, but
One time we do this.
really funny.
The bow's in hot. Okay, we're walking back out.
Okay, walking out is interesting. I don't know if this is ever better.
No,
than just
no.
Maybe if you have the boots to do spin speed off the staircase there.
I mean, maybe in this scenario, if you're going back up to check the Ether Tablet, it's a little faster than saving quitting, but
I don't know.
you have to consider you're going to kind of like the dead rocks and the boulders and stuff.
I'm curious where he's going because he doesn't have the mist to do anything over here, and he has the mirror to go up Spectral Rock if Ether is his target. He's been over here, right?
I just saw him slash. Maybe he realized, like, wait, what am I doing up in the air? I don't know. This is weird.
I'm pretty sure he's been over here.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been over here. Good
Oh yeah, because the mirror was over here. All right, Zelda gets his belt. Great.
Like, okay, well, good glitch.
No, can't go that way. You've done Spiral, right?
Couch forgot. He forgot. There's no way. He's checking this again. I don't think he skipped it, right? Maybe he did.
He did. Checking TR. No, he's not checking TR. Not without the mids. He's not. Which are definitely not here, though something is on Ether Tablet.
Something. We don't know what, but all signs point to Quake.
It's probably Quake. Worst case, it's the Flute, and I think the boots would be a pretty okay outcome as well.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to the tablet yet. We're gonna pull out the mirror.
I get to Dark World first.
I think he's going there because he wanted the mirror there. I mean, he has to go to the Dark World first, but I think that was the reason for pulling out the mirror. Oh, go check both of them, please. Not just Bombos. Alright, Zelda, having the bow, finds all the items in pod, mirrors, goes to Eastern Palace, which is
Okay.
gonna be fully cleared, and there was nothing here, so
So
gonna be losing time doing this.
yeah, the advantage Couch had is sort of just negated
no.
this. Oh, he's going to Bombos.
He's going to Bombos first. Yeah, I think Couch is losing the advantage that he's had for quite a while.
Yeah, it honestly might have just flipped just because Zelda's already completed Ice Palace in its entirety.
Yeah, I think it only really would have worked out if we ended up being able to access everything else. But if with the progression being on Ether Tablet, that's pretty far away. You're gonna go into Pod before that for sure.
Yeah.
As fast as it is to get up there and check just the single item, I still think Pod would be the better idea to go.
Yeah. Man. And if Couch would have checked Ether Tablet up while he was up there, he would be in a much better spot because then potentially he could have gone back up Death Mountain after getting these mitts. Like if that's Quake, complete Turtle Rock, or just gone straight into Desert Pass, complete that if it's Boots, or just whatever ends up being, and then potentially later down the line go modding Ice Palace. Like that would have cut some time, but I wouldn't be surprised because Ice Palace right now, honestly.
Yeah, which I don't think there wasn't anything in Ice Palace, was there? Like nothing really important.
Like there was the sword, I think, but that was it.
Okay, I'm
Other
just
than
thinking
that,
that
no.
he needs a reason to go do the blacksmith stuff. So he needs to not find other items to push him away. And there won't be anything in Ice Palace. There won't be anything in Dark Death Mountain, right? I don't think there was anything up there. I think the mushroom that didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
But after that, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if he'll do the blacksmith first in hopes of finding. Well, no, he doesn't know it's Quake, so never mind. He'll probably go to Dark Mountain first, honestly. Couch is going in the portal. It's going back. Okay, good.
Probably thinking a few steps ahead. It's very easy to go to autopilot while you're doing these races, thinking about your next move.
Zelda, you don't have the big key. Yes, you do. Never mind. I don't know why I thought it was vanilla.
It actually was vanilla. He's got a big gesture.
Well, now I'm even paying less attention.
So, it's gonna be really funny to me if this is a pet scene. Can you just imagine that? I mean, it's on the table right now. When it flutes on the Ether tablet.
Alright, green pendant. Zelda, I think, is looking pretty good here. There's not really too many places to go to look for progression. Nice, uses that holding up item trick does let you not go into portals. So that's pretty cool to see that actually in action. It doesn't come up very often.
When it does come, it's usually right there, just because the path is so narrow.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually seen it anywhere else except right there.
Sometimes that can be useful if you put your portal in a bad spot while you're carrying like the chest or something.
That's exactly what I was gonna say next. Yeah, I think the only other situation would be is if the purple chest, maybe if you set it on the portal when you're doing the Grove Cave.
Yeah, you don't want to have to run back there for that. That's the nightmare. You gotta treat your purple chest like it's a child. Can't take your eyes off it because it'll run off the second you do. Well, I mean, I guess you can leave it like in the middle of this dangerous field and go check like a cave or something. But you can do that with children too, right?
What?
Never mind. Alright, we'll come over here to Catfish. Then I guess we're going to begin the Ether Tablet. It's our last few locations.
Yeah, there's not really many other places he has left. He's lucky he's finding this first instead of going up to find Quake, because that probably would have pushed him to TR before coming all the way over here.
Oh man, yeah, this is Ice Shroud. This is... well...
he's gonna be... dang it, this isn't progression, but...
What? No,
holy cow, No. It's not immediate progression, I'm sorry. Dang it, this isn't the progression I was looking for, but man, am I glad I found it now.
So we're going back up to Death Mountain here. Are we? Yeah, okay. Looked like the curse was on Link's house, but... 'twas an illusion.
I mean, it would be super convenient if this was Quake, but I would much rather this be like Boots, because that opens up very limited spots. I guess Quake opens up very limited spots right now as well. Flute would definitely be the worst thing to find here, because you'd have to go through a whole nother dungeon.
I mean, Quake would be a lot of items. That's 8 total. 5 in Turtle Rock, 1 in the cave, and the 2 Pyramid Fairy. Worst case scenario, this is Flute. And we're looking at potential pet seed here. Drum roll.
Is it the bird call from the heavens? Nope. That's pretty alright, I think.
That's probably the best case scenario, I would say.
Yeah, it's super convenient because you can just walk right over here.
Well, we had Old Man with Bombos, and then we had Ether on the Bombos tablet, and now we got Quake on the Ether tablet, as we predicted.
Wait, that's right. You did say that, didn't you?
We did say that, yes. Wow. What? That dead rock went into the... wow.
He got nailed.
My gosh.
He was just gone. Just falling off the mountain on that one.
I wish I could do that every time. I lose all the time in the world if I could just knock these guys off the mountain.
Couch unsure where he wants to go right now. Got all the items here, I think. Did he not get all the ones up here? He did do the bomb jump, didn't he? Did you forget this chest up here?
Maybe he thinks he did. Did not.
Oh no, he's going back to the front of the dungeon.
Did he not check the penguin chest? Is that what's going on here?
No, he has to have checked that one, right?
I would think so.
There's the flute. Well, that's really bad. You did not want to find that. At least Turtle Rock isn't that bad to check everything in. I mean, he only needs the boots right now, which can be over in the mire area, which is why you didn't want to find the flute. But I don't think it's that bad, because yeah, to fully clear this dungeon is very slightly longer. It really doesn't matter. I don't think it's an issue at all.
It could be an issue down the line. And the very specific scenario where the boots are on pedestal. That's the nightmare, but...
yeah, that would probably be the worst situation, huh? Because then you would know you don't have to fully clear mire.
So I wouldn't be...
oh, or they could just be right there.
Okay. They can just be in the next chest. Alright, so 1 hour, 33 minutes, 4 seconds, Zelda is in go mode. Still no males, despite us clearing, like, everything. But other than that, we're all set.
I'm still a little confused what happened to Couch. Did he end up checking the penguin chest? I was so concerned about the flute.
I don't know. It seems maybe he didn't check the big chest.
Well, he was in this room right here, where he's in right now, and then decided to go back and fall. I'll have to ask him about it, because I guess I didn't quite catch what happened.
Oh, 1 heart. Oh!
Still has a fairy, right? Yeah.
Yes. Thank goodness. The most dangerous room in the game is that one right there.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Yonaku's wife, our tracker. Couch doesn't have Samaria and didn't bomb jump.
Yeah, that's important.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to vanilla clear the dungeon. That's curious that he didn't do the bomb jump without having Samaria.
Yeah, that's because, like you said, you really don't want to have to do the vanilla way to get into the boss.
Oh, almost got bunny beamed right before getting that spin attack. Got it off just in time.
Here's a good old vanilla big key. Oh no, Couch should have a fairy, I would think, too.
Yeah, good, yeah. They both got that bottled fairy. I don't remember where it was.
I think it was on Dark Mountain. Was it? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was somewhere. No, it wasn't, because it was not a mushroom. I guarantee it was somewhere, though.
It was probably somewhere.
Did not just materialize out of the void to help Cash out there.
This jerk, look at this guy.
Oh, gosh.
Right, Couch heading up to grab Quake. He'll be happy to find it, but he doesn't have Smarty to get into the Turtle Rock anyway. Oh, that's right. I guess he does have all of Dark Death Mountain to check now as well. So yeah, I guess we did kind of expect this earlier.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Won't read anything here. Worst case, we'll go check the mushroom before the blacksmith stuff. But this is looking pretty Zelda-sided right now, I think.
Yeah, I don't see a scenario where Couch really comes back. Like, it would take something really bad. Like,
we always say it isn't over until it's over, but I mean, we've seen comebacks before. We'll see, but
yeah.
Yeah. Zelda hopping into the laser bridge. I guess needed that small key. Yeah, I think it was a small key. I wouldn't imagine he'd go down there if it wasn't a small key.
Yeah, it was just in the first chest there, so.
Alright, Trinex with Tempered Sword. Not going to be any issue at all. Gonna go for the Zero Cycle, so-called, back here, which is cool, I guess. It's a lot faster than, you know, waiting on it from the front. You don't have a chance at all for the ice head to actually spit its ice, so that's fine. Couch is going to open up Turtle Rock, and... Right, he knows he doesn't have Smart. He's got 6 chests here to check still, though. I mean, he knows at this point it has to be a blacksmith. Or at least the area, the 4 items that you can get over there. 4? That's... nah, 3. Well, I guess it might be 4 if he's gonna fake powder after finding the mushroom here. So I guess that'll be good.
I see no reason not to if you're already there. Well, the Cane Smarty is in the purple chest, so he might not have the opportunity. But maybe. Wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, wait. What? I'm right. I'm second guess myself all the time. Well, anyway. I imagine we're going back to Desert Palace.
Alright, he can't fake powder because he doesn't have the cane. Oh
yeah.
My gosh. Oh.
You were saying, I was like, wait a second, did I say dumb? No, I'm right. What? Well, anyway.
I promise I've played this game before.
It's alright. It's been a wild, crazy seed. Not even opting to activate the flute. I guess, I don't know. It doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah, I guess could have fluted down here, but yeah, it was really no point to. Might as well do this. We don't get to hear the fun little fluty song, I guess. Sorry, guys.
We get to hear the book music twice.
Yeah, if you try to mash out of the little what do you call that? The little black screen coming around you? I don't know what you'd call that. If you try to mash out of that, but you if you mash out of it with Y, you'll sometimes accidentally use the book again. Thankfully, the statues don't move again.
That would be unfortunate. I just did A and B. I don't really touch the Y button that much.
Yeah, I always mash out of that one with, I guess just A and B. I think directional keys and maybe even L and R work. I'm not sure. I know L and R are important in the vanilla game for mashing. Oh, nice big key right there. Don't have to go the rest of the way.
Is it faster just to run up here and run to the left instead of mirroring?
I have no idea. Maybe if you're still in that first room, it is.
Yeah, that makes sense. You gotta run up and then... I don't know. Trying for that spin speed there. I'd be scared about walking off the edge, honestly. I don't think I'd do that. That's just me, though. Because, if anybody doesn't know this, I'm sure Mikon knows this, but, if anybody doesn't, if you're doing the spin speed, you will jump off a cliff if you touch it. So don't do that. I mean, unless you're trying to get down there anyway, then do that, but if you're not, don't. Couch checking pedestal. I mean, I guess this makes sense because they don't have King of Samaria or Boots yet. I guess it's important information in that way, but...
Yes, but, I mean... Oh, it's one of the armors we haven't found yet.
Of course.
I don't know. I feel when you don't have either of those items yet, it's really no need, because you need both of them. Both of them... I guess the only situation that'd be important is if, like, he finds Flute first, or the Boots, yeah, but whatever, I don't know. It's just, yeah.
I mean, you're never gonna have a better time to check it, I guess, so... Alright, well that's our last crystal for Zelda. So, you're not on speed game today. But if you want to play the game, you can play it. You have to play the game. I'm guessing where the big key is in GT, and what's 22. Pick one, if you're close, congratulations. If you get it right, well, aren't you just the bee's knees today? Mikon, any guesses?
I want to see it behind Ice Armos, because that would have been a funny place for the bow, and we didn't get that.
Okay.
So
Alright.
let's put the big key there instead.
Let me think. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Tower.
Wow, rude.
Rude, yes, but
That'll give maximum gamble opportunities for Couch.
well, Couch they had a good gamble at the beginning.
Yeah, that pod play for the bow was really great. It's just kind of unfortunate how it all turned out. That's Randomizer.
That is rando for you.
I don't have to go out of the way for him, I guess, but it's just unfortunate we gotta go further.
Yeah. So do you think if Zelda is climbing GT, do they open the extra chests just for a male? Would you do that?
He's got a blue potion, doesn't he?
He does.
That's probably enough. With 13 hearts, or 14 hearts, I guess. 13 or 14, honestly. It's probably the exact same in this situation. I'd probably be feeling fine. Maybe less fine, because I don't have half magic to, like, use baby cape strats on Ganon. No key at all in the first chests.
So we're going left now.
I think for Couch, it might have been faster to save and quit, rather than walk all the way back down here.
Did he check? I guess he did check on this because he has ether. So, yeah.
And that's it for Couch. That'll unlock the last stuff he needs to go finish after getting those boots up there in TR.
Yes, indeedy.
I hope we get more rage slashes after finding the flute, and then immediately finding the boots after.
Yeah, that's the tease right there.
That's a lot of small keys.
There's a lot of small keys.
Oh, at least 3 in that room. What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I've been hearing those a little bit. I thought I was going crazy about it.
Okay, it wasn't just me.
Alright, so I believe that was chest 8, which is the big 20.
I'm always scared to try this. Oh, hold on a second.
Okay.
Had a cough. Alright, I'm always scared to try that blue boomerang strat in that room. I haven't learned it, I just use Smart in there. But I'm always worried that I'm gonna like blue boomerang and hit both of the switches, and then it's like, oh well, crap.
I just use Kind of Smart because I don't know. Sometimes I can't get the game to cooperate with me. It feels bad. Coming up on the rando room.
Well, there's not much more you could hope for at this point. Okay, well, I mean, that is something you could hope for at this point.
But just with powder, I mean, I don't think we'll need it, but
Yeah,
powder is just a great item.
Yeah, still be on green mail. I could definitely see use out of it at the very top of the tower here. Probably get bullied along the way pretty hard.
This is Bully Tower.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call it. BT. Look at all these bullies. Every bully in Hyrule here in one place. Can you believe it?
There's the flute.
It's okay.
Nope, no rated slashes. We're just gonna play it normal. Doesn't have net. There's still time. Don't worry.
Yes.
Net. It's in the Mire area.
Well, then we're not getting that, but net will come to those who need it. So this would be what? Chests, I went to school, I promise.
Well,
okay.
Crap. I was wrong. Can't believe it.
My choice is still alive and well, thank you.
Alright, Couch grabs his boots, is now in go mode. It's a lot of time to make up. Finish this dungeon, then all the way down the desert, and all the way back up.
Nice little, cane bunk strats there from Saga.
It's always so funny to see that. The cane of football. American football. I guess normal football works too.
Yes.
Kick thing in that game too.
You do kick balls in a lot of sports these days.
There's another one.
Whoa.
Nice field goal.
Nice downtown 3-pointer. Sports.
Sports metaphor.
Home run. Oh god, yes, please.
Ah, sorry.
That was number 21. Good old blackjack.
He made it at the buzzer.
So close.
So close.
Anybody guess 21? Let's see. No.
Might have to use his powder, or I'm sorry, his blue potion before getting out of here. It's pretty low on both magic and hearts.
Yeah, only 2.5 now, and I guess there's a fairy refill spot right above here, but
Oh yeah, if you want to take the emergency room, we can.
you gotta be careful. If you get hit in this room, and then you can't take the fall.
Yeah, you could actually lose 3 hearts here immediately. If you get hit by a cannonball, fall,
Wow.
and then get hit while you're falling. Oh, I guess that only did
Quarter.
a half heart rather than a... Yeah. But no, not interested in the emergency room or using his potion right now.
Wow.
Some hits from here will immediately kill him.
Changed Zelga's mind right there. It's like, wait a second. Hold the phone.
I need to avoid the YBA. I don't know if it actually would have happened there on that door or not. Someday I will accidentally activate that. I know it. It hasn't happened yet.
Just powering through these rooms so far. Pew.
Yeah, make sure you switch to the fire rod before going into that room, because if you don't, sometimes you will whiff that dude right there for some reason. Right, despite getting hit by the fireball, it does get a very clean landfall too.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Zelda confirming I don't have anything but a green potion. At least the green potion's pretty good still.
Yeah, it's not bad. Ganon does do a ton of damage with green mail if you walk into it, though, so...
8 hearts, that is the most out of anything in the game.
It's a ton of damage right there. I'm gonna start calling that a new unit of measurement, a Ganon. Just to refer to anything with 8, I guess.
With 8, a green Ganon hug.
Yes.
Got a little caught up there, almost falling off, but I think it's still gonna make the cycle here.
Ooh.
Couch taking the emergency door here for Trimax.
That's interesting.
It's unfortunate that he will be starting from the bottom, and we know the small key is at the top. Never mind. Didn't want to deal with the beetle, so he's just running straight through to the top, and it pays off. Except he fell, so now he's back at the bottom. Oh.
He tried.
And Zelda did make use of that powder. Very nice.
Okay, old worm. Allergic to butter. Just touch him twice and it's over.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I guess most animals that look like they may be interesting to eat would be weak to butter.
You'd eat
is
Bulldog?
that a category of animal?
That would be interesting to eat.
Well, he looks like a burger.
Well, I don't think that's like a
Multiple
scientific
burgers.
classification.
Animals that look like burgers.
Yeah, I don't think that's like a genus or anything, so...
Couch taking a little bump to Trinex. Still manages to not get an ice shot, which is pretty nice RNG there.
Nice twipple. Let's see. Ooh, so that was a double instead of a triple. First phase, this will be the last one. There we
Very
go.
nice.
Coming up on almost 2 hours here, and well, I guess that's not quite 2 hours. It's more like an hour 53. Still, you gotta be worried that your opponent's right on your tails or a little bit ahead of you in this scenario. Alright, well, Ganon is at least very free with blood, butter.
Wow.
Those are two entirely different things. The blood sword, can you imagine? 5th upgrade. Already on phase 3 here. Oh, stop it, please. Thank you.
Alright, sorry, I'm here. What's going on? Ganon.
Oh, we're killing Ganon. Ganon's dead now.
Oh,
There we
glad I could make it.
Yeah, I get to see that awesome triple there.
I assume everything went fine because he's only down 2 hearts.
Yeah, he didn't hug Ganon. Didn't touch again on the shoulder. Just straight up right in. Not calling law. Wow. Wow.
Alright, Zelda will be taking the victory here. Was this their first match?
I believe it was first match, yes. And it's Zelda's.
Let me see if they have their second match scheduled here. I guess we could just ask them.
They do. Same time tomorrow.
It's same time tomorrow. Same bat channel.
Same bat channel, yes.
Actually, we're not actually. I'm not sure if it'll be the same bat
Well,
channel.
hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Different bat channel? Question mark? Maybe no bat channel.
There you go.
See if we can get Zelda in here for an interview for you guys. I do see them in the waiting room. Let's go ahead and pull them in for you. Hello, Zelda GG.
Hey, thank you. GG's.
How are you feeling?
This was a really stressful seed, man, but I'm glad to come out of it with a win.
You're lucky you found the ice rod before Quake.
Yeah, those were my literal last two locations, so I'm really glad that I did those in the order that I did instead of, reverse.
Your opponent had found Bo immediately after Aghanim. And he had that for a very long time, but I think just had some unfortunate decisions after it that led to the Mitts being in the last possible location for him.
That's really rough. Like, I know I felt like going into Gannis Tower, I felt kind of behind, and so I was thinking, man, that bow location might be my savior. Like, maybe he's clearing GT looking for the bow, and I'm just going to be able to go straight up. But
that's what we thought was going to happen to you, actually.
Yeah, we were talking about that right away. Like, wow, if there's nothing else in pod, Zelda probably goes to GT if they can, looking for that.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky there.
Yeah, you just had really good routing overall, I think, and finding the bow when you did just clinched it for you.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that the rest of the pod had nothing, and then Eastern had nothing, the green pendant itself had nothing. So the bow wasn't really used for unlocking anything, despite it being, so early.
Yeah, like I said, I just felt really lucky getting it the way I did. Like, I feel like there wasn't really a great way to route this in the first place, but I guess putting off those dungeons until the very end with the bow kind of helped a lot, that I didn't have to worry about going on any fake trails. I'd already done them all.
Yeah. Yeah, just, Couch is looking pretty good there for a while, but, that's random for you. It was a really good play when we saw it. We're like, whoa, did Couch just win? But it does look like Couch has decided to forfeit the race. Understandable. Still got all of GT to go through. Probably just wants to get some dinner at this point. I'm just speculating, of course, but yeah. Couch is, of course, welcome to join us if they wish to. So you're one up in this series. I believe your next race is tomorrow, same time, right?
That is correct. Same time tomorrow.
How are you feeling going into that one? You think you're going to play any differently now that you got a win under your belt, or are you just going to try and stick to the same old solid game plan you got going?
I'll probably just play my normal game. Overall, I do feel like I probably made a few decisions differently based on my opponent that I normally wouldn't have necessarily made, but I don't think they were bad plays either, and they might have been even what I would ended up doing if I had just thought about it a little bit more. I was just kind of following my gut based on what I thought my opponent might do. So I might just try and relax and play my own game tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens if we have a game 3.
Yeah, awesome. So I just got reminded of this early on that AGA required. You went straight for that. You didn't bother to check Eastern. You didn't check the Old Man Desert. You just went right for it after a certain point. What was your thought behind that?
The way that the seed had been giving us everything, or giving us nothing really, but then you dump the cape and the lamp and a sword on me, I figured it was probably just going to be an AGA seed. So, and honestly, I've had probably like 6 AGA seeds so far in this tournament, so I just kind of expect them now. So, especially since I didn't get a bomb and escape, I was just thinking, well, I'll run back there, check those chests, and then if I don't have a glove, then I'll just go do AGA.
It was funny how both the gloves ended up being right next to each other.
Yeah, I was talking to Couch about that after he forfeited, just that it was just kind of obnoxious that they were right next to each other, but you had to go up and get the mirror from Death Mountain with the first one so you could even get the second.
Yeah, that was a long trip up there for just that, I guess, because Hera didn't have anything either, and then you didn't have the book at the time to check out Ether, so it's just kind of annoying to have to go all the way back up there for that.
Yeah, like looking back, after AGA, I went south to Hype Cave and got a glove, but even if I think like if I had just gone to the north route like I initially did before I remembered, hey, I could go do Hype Cave, I would have had a much different route there. I would have ended up with the book really early, and then probably ended up looking in Skull Woods and everything. So just kind of like a split decision to go south kind of defined my entire race route.
All right, then. I think that's going to be just about it. Unless we have anything else to add.
No, just GG's to Couch, and thank you guys for hopping on the commentary, the restream, the tracking. Really appreciate it all.
Yeah, no problem.
Speaking of our tracker, Yoinkers West, thank you for keeping our IMs up to date. And of course, thank you to our restreamer, no name, 4444. If you guys like what you saw, give these guys a follow so you can catch their race and give them some love. So put on one for you today. Give Speed Gaming 1 through 6 a follow. And ALTP Randomizer 1 through 5. We do have a 5th channel now. Make sure you follow that one as well because it's a good chance. Might be some action on there as well. Yeah. And thank you, of course, as always, to good friend, chum, pal, all around cool person, Recon, for co-commenting with me.
Yeah, thank you. I had a lot of fun.
So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good night.